It's afternoon time, it's 5 o'clock. The sun getting ready to go down in just a bit. Had to take me a quick break, get me a walk outside, try to get me a little bit of cardio in. I know how it go. Always trying to do some extra exercise. And plus, I had some cookies last night. If y'all was on, y'all knew I was gonna bake a couple of cookies last night. But actually, we did do the interview this morning. I was telling y'all about my little brother who was going to come. And I actually got to post a story. I'll post that more about the story and the photo in the on my post on YouTube so you guys can see it. I actually created a whole video of the process. So y'all forgive me. I'm taking my time trying to get these videos out. So I got like content, like 3 videos that I'm working on that I got to put out so you guys can see them. But the interview process for today went really, really well. I'm really proud of him. I'm glad that he got the chance to experience, how that whole process go. Being that he know me, and I'm a good worker, he's pretty good when it comes down to that part of it. So he's supposed to start on the 20th. They have to do your whole background and drug test and things like that, which that's perfectly fine. But I'm excited that he's getting the chance to, get out in the working world. He did go to school in Chicago. So he was there. He probably went to school in Chicago maybe a year or two. And now he's coming back. And I thought it was considerate of him to say that, he was going to come back to help out my mom because he felt like she was kind of helping him pay for schooling. And since she was helping him pay for schooling, it was a burden on her. He said, I just come back to Florida and I just go to school in Florida. So he decided to come back to Florida. He's transferring to school and transfer all of his credits, so he's going to have to do some prereqs back here, kind of like starting over again. He told me he wanted to get back into physical therapy is the field that he wants to go in. So when he go back to school, he went originally in Chicago and he went to go for football. He had a scholarship, I think a partial scholarship for football or something like that. But when you go to college out of state, they charge out of state fees. So it's super expensive for him to pay for, and then for my mom to try to help him. And then he wanted to be home on the holidays, so we had to fly him back here from Chicago, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And sometimes it was tight for her, so we had to help her get him back here and pay for the plane tickets to go back and forth. And he just decided that it was a little bit too much. So he said, I'm just going to come back to Florida, go to school in Florida, which kind of taught me something myself. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Which kind of taught me something myself. What I kind of learned from that is, even with my own son, going to school, and getting these good grades, getting as many scholarships as you can, so that the burden really don't fall on your parents. You know what I'm saying? You get these scholarships and things, and you can really pick the school you want to go to, you know what I'm saying? And if anything they have to do is just getting you back and forth, to see the family for the holidays. But when it comes down to paying for school, he kind of tried to get everything right maybe a little bit later, maybe 11th and 12th grade, which is a little bit late when you're trying to look for scholarships and things like that. So he did end up coming back, still going to college, but now he got to foot his own bills here. So got to work. So it's not that he dropped out of college, he's not going. He just got to work. He want to get a car and stuff in Florida. If you ever been here, if you live here, you haven't been here, Florida is not like New York. You can't get no train and stuff around here. You need a car in Florida. How we say it, a car. You need a car out here. You ain't going to be able to just, they have Ubers and stuff, but you're going to pay out the yin-yang to get in an Uber all the time. The bus run it used to, when I was younger, it used to run every 30 minutes. I think it run every hour now. So, a lot of people don't want to sit around and wait on the bus. And then the weather, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. And in Florida, it's just one of those states where you need a vehicle. So he got to get to work to get that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't born with a silver spoon. So right now she can't buy him no car and stuff like that. And he can't use her car because she still got to go to work and handle her own stuff. So I told him the best way to do that, you have adults out here that go to school full-time, online, or whatever they have to do, and they still got to work full-time. They got to pay their own bills. You know what I'm saying? So it's the real world. It's time for the real world, and I told him, welcome to it. So the good thing about it is he was okay with going to work, excited to do it. And that was the good thing about it, that he wants to. There's a lot of dudes out here that don't want to do much for themselves. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. If you will run into a lot of these guys now, I'm telling you, some of these young ones, 20s, going into, I know some that's even in their 30s, they do not want to work. They don't want to do nothing for themselves. They want to live on these girls or live on their mama and live on everybody else. But that's my whole thing. A lot of my story and what I try to put out and show the younger guys is that, you can do this on your own. You can, not saying that you have to be on your own forever, but you can still take care of yourself. You can go get your own car. You can build your own credit. You can work for yourself, have your own money, do what you need to do. You can still be independent. Nobody needs to take care of you. There's so many of these boys now that are growing up and they think that somebody's going to take care of them. They think everybody's going to do what their mama did. Everybody ain't going to do that. A lot of my videos, if y'all are seeing the reels and the shorts and even more videos that I put out, I am strict on my son. So if you haven't seen it, get ready. I'm very strict on him simply because I need him to be prepared for the real world. Nobody not gonna baby him. I don't baby him now. I make Caleb, I show him everything. Y'all see a video, I'm showing him how to put air in the car, air in the tire. I show him how to drive. I show him how to wash his own clothes, clean them, fold them, clean your room, clean the porch. I show him how to do everything. Anything that he asking me how to do, or most of the things that he see me do, I'm trying to teach him how to do it as well. Because guess what? I'm not gonna be able to do everything for you. You're gonna have to start doing things on your own, especially if you want to go to college and different things like that. You got to be independent out here. And a lot of these parents, what they'll do is do things for their kids or help them do everything. And then when it comes down to the real world, they don't want to do it because they're used to somebody helping them. But if you notice, when they get out into the real world and start doing things, that's what I call it, the real world. When they get out and start doing things, let's say when it comes down to their car payment or a bank loan or getting ready to pay their rent or their mortgage, whatever it is. If you don't have all of it, you don't get the money to pay that, they're not going to say, that's okay, you don't have it this month, it's gonna be all right, just give us half of it. No, they're not gonna be nice to them like mom and dad and everybody who called them and baby and cookie and sweetie pie them. They're not gonna do that. Either you have the money for that car, we coming to pick it up. Either you're gonna have the money for the rent or you gotta get out. It's cut and dry here. And so a lot of people don't parent that way, and I'm parenting that way because a lot of people set these kids up for failure. They don't show these kids what's really out here. Yes, it's good to still put them in school, go for a career, I'm showing them the real things. I would prefer that my kid don't even get an apartment. Save to put away. When you get ready to leave, go get yourself a home, townhouse or something like that. But a lot of people set these kids up for failure. They do not show these kids and tell these kids that the same way that I did things for you is not going to happen out here. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to go to get 4 tires changed and they tell you it's $600 and you say, oh, well, I only got 3. They ain't gonna say, that's okay, give us the $300, we'll still give you 4 tires. They gonna say, no, you don't got enough. We'll give you 1 tire. And everybody not gonna do your kid the same way that you think that. That's why I'm tough on mine. So you are here expected when he get out here. Nah, my dad already showed me this how this stuff go. Ain't nobody finna baby cook and sweetie pie you. It's not gonna happen. But y'all, I say stay tuned. Once again, y'all know I always tell you, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I'm on break. I'm getting out of here soon, and then we're going to have more conversations when I get out of here. Again, this amp. If you are, thank you so much for staying tuned to the channel. Again, I'll be back with y'all as soon as I get out of here. And y'all enjoy the rest of this afternoon. If you're working, make sure you get off of there and enjoy the rest of your day.